watch film, but I'd be honest, I mean, when I first started watching film, I was just watching a game.
Hello everybody, welcome to the UK Packers podcast. As usual, I'm your host at Steely the NFL on Twitter, and of course follow the group at UK Packers. And as usual, I'm joined by me old buddy, me old pal. It's at Ryan Peacock NFL. What's going on, buddy?
I'm good. I thought you were going to go big and high on that one, but
Yeah,
you haven't done that for a while. We're going to have to get you back in training.
yeah. Do you know what? I moved the desk around to fit the new mic gear, and I haven't got the ball clamp reinstalled. So I need to get the
I
ball
was going
clamp.
to say, okay. I thought we just needed to get you back to the vocal coach, but it turns out just got to rearrange your clamp.
Yep, yeah, it's the Michael Jackson method. Come here, though. I usually ask you how you are, what's going on, what's the story with you. However, I want you to settle a
This
debate
week you
with
just
me,
don't
right?
care.
Yeah, I don't really care what you did. You probably just had bangers match. I don't know. We talked about it in pre-prod. I know exactly what you did. Now, I don't want to hear about it. All right. But listen, we've got the cameras on us now because this is going up on YouTube, which is cool. And I want to settle something with you because you're a big movie buff. You're a big kind of film guy, right? So me and my mate, because do you know where someone raises some type of topic and you want to get in and have a good old jolly debate about it, right? And then you realise, 20 seconds into it, you're out of your depth. That kind of happened to me, right? So my mate was
Okay.
talking about the best American football movies. And
Right, okay.
I love Any Given Sunday. I've watched it about 1 billion times, right?
Willie Beeman.
Willie Beeman. Right.
Steaming Willie Beeman.
Steaming Willie Beeman, right? There's a few too many Mickeys in the movie, but I get past that and it's still good content and script-wise. And Al Pacino's whole speech, right? So he said that the best American football movie wasn't Any Given Sunday, and I wanted to go hell for leather at him. So no, how can you say? But then I realised it's probably the only American football movie that I've seen. What other American football movies are there? Would you agree that the Any Given Sunday is like the benchmark, is like the Packers of American football movies?
It's up there. It is one of the better ones, but do you know what? There's one thing that really annoys me in it, and it's going to be really petty, and it's a very, very small part of it. But you know the team they play when the guy loses his eyeball?
Yeah.
I think it's Dallas. It's the Dallas team. I can't remember what they're called, but they just have the worst stadium colours, kit, and football logo I've ever seen in my life, and that bit wound me up because I just felt like it's a big moment if you're going to rip somebody's eye out on the football field. You should at least make the club a little more convincing. So
Yeah.
that for me was a downside, but the film's generally pretty good.
Yeah.
Miss Pagliacci, or isn't it? That's her name, something like that.
Well, so the other movie that I have seen is The Blind Side, which is a bit heartfelt and romantic. I think Michael Oher got a lot of stick over that, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't really know too much about that, but I know the Blind Side is definitely a film that if you don't cry, are you really watching it?
Yeah. Are you
Do you know what I mean?
Are you really human? Are they all like that?
Yeah.
You've seen a couple of them. Is there any more tearjerkers? Like I'm looking at some stuff here, and some of them look like they should be tearjerkers. Like Rudy.
God. Well, yeah. To be fair, come on. There's moments in Remember the Titans. There's moments in Rudy. There's moments in Invincible. We Are Marshall. The Express.
What?
The Express is one that I don't even know that many will have watched, but The Express is one that is really, really sad.
The only
So-
the only thing I've seen of that is when I was sitting on it from Heathrow to London City, the Heathrow Express. That's the only one. What are all these? It's gonna sound dumb. What are all these other movies about? Are they all just literally an underdog team comes back and wins? Is there much substance to them, or what? Like,
Oh, well, no. I mean, We Are Marshall is a film you must watch, okay? We Are Marshall is about a team that essentially the team crashes on an airplane. The plane crashes, and I think it's something like, I can't remember the numbers, but basically the whole team and all the coaching staff and everybody dies on the plane crash. Pretty sure it's based on a true story as well. I think it is a true story.
okay,
So I think it happened like back in the 70s, something like that. And then so the story is all about how they rebuild the program, they get people back interested in playing, how the other colleges that were always traditionally their rivals and hated each other, they all come together to try and rebuild the school and rebuild the college. And it's awesome. And I tell you what, if you want any other reason to watch it, Matthew McConaughey's the head coach, baby.
all right.
All right.
Come on,
So,
give us your
yeah.
best Matthew McConaughey impression apart from that one.
Well, we can't really dance on a podcast, can you? But
It's
wasn't
video.
Ian- wasn't
It's
wasn't
video.
Ian- I ain't dancing on this thing. Let's move on from that quick.
How about this?
So,
All the teams just died, and I just think it's a perfect opportunity for me to take my shirt off.
see, there you go. There you go. Now, come on, another particular favourite. Yeah, you must have seen Remember the Titans, right?
No,
You are kidding me.
no, don't.
You are literally going to get so much hate on Twitter for this one. So Remember the Titans. Not only is it an awesome film about a very, very real issue in America's history when it comes to sports, but it's awesome. It has Denzel in, which is like, what is he, top 3 actor ever?
Is he though?
Well, he is. So we're talking about American football films here.
All right, let's not get too
yeah.
controversial.
So otherwise we could be here all day. But there's a particularly awesome moment where they sing, I think it's the Temptations in the locker room. And it's kind of like the moment everybody comes together, with the exception of the bad apples that get thrown off the team. But that's awesome. Rudy is another one. I don't know how many.
Are you going to give us a rendition?
No, sorry, no, I've had a cold recently, so
Okay, yeah, so your vocal cords aren't properly warmed up. Cool.
no, yeah.
Cool, well.
Plus, people normally pay to hear me sing. But yeah, so then you got Rudy, which is an awesome film, which is about a guy that wants to go to Notre Dame. Never going to be big enough to play football. He ends up on the practice squad. Works his butt off. Finally gets a place on the team after a whole load of stuff, and yeah, finally makes his dad proud. Gets on the football field and finishes up getting a sack on the only time he actually kits up for Notre Dame. So that's good. That's another tearjerker.
So what's number one then? If we wrap it up, what's number one? What are we talking? Are we still going any given Sunday?
I don't know. I don't know how you do this. So look, the way I would do it is to do a tournament style where you sort of pair off the films against each other and then see who we end up as a winner. That's the only way I can see you can do it. So,
right, semi-finals. So Remember the Titans has to let's just go to the final because it sounds like it's going to be Remember the Titans versus any given Sunday, right?
nah, see, not for me. No, I love Rudy. I love Invincible as well. We haven't even spoken about Invincible. That has Mark Wahlberg in it. Mark Wahlberg is officially the Philadelphia Eagles' best ever player. So, and then We Are Marshall is probably my favourite.
Okay. Well then, how
So-
about Remember the Titans versus any given Sunday, and then Invincible
I would go
versus
Remember the Titans beats Any Given Sunday.
and then
Mhm.
Invincible versus We Are Marshall.
I'd go We Are Marshall. But then you got to remember you're leaving out The Express, and you got to watch that one as well because it'll make you cry. You just can't. There isn't a best one.
Ah.
You just got to watch every single one and see which one you like the most.
Okay.
And then you haven't even mentioned The Blind Side.
Yeah, it was kind of in my blind side.
And then you got all the funny ones as well, the joke ones, which can just keep you going on forever, like The Replacements, The Longest Yard. You got Gridiron Gang. I don't know if that's meant to be funny, serious, or what. You got The Water Boy. You know, they could just keep some going.
Oh.
Just got to watch them all.
Waterboy, I've watched
So-
that, but it's pretty much the same formula as all of Adam Sandler's movies. Right, let's cut it there. And I tell you what, let's cut the video here because let's get back to full-on audio. So if anybody wants to see that, it's going to be up on our YouTube. Ryan's going to do some video editing magic on that to try and make me good looking, and himself less good looking, let's say. And let's get back to the audio. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, do it now. We sent out a newsletter.
Do an angry face on the camera. Like, do it. Go and get subscribed. I've had enough. Do it.